Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, it's that time. It's record this on Monday, June 30th. It's time to do the monthly energy report for the U.S. in July. So this, what I do is I'll do a signifier card and 4 clarifiers for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Let's see. 30th through the 6th, 7th through the 13th, 14th through the 20th, 21st through the 28th, and then I'm at the end of the month at that point. And I'll throw one signifier card in the center, form a little X, and call it good. And try and see what the underlying theme is. All right. Entertainment purposes only. One signifier card. Da-da-da. I'll show it. I'm closing my eyes. Show it to you. I saw some yellow. It might be like the Page of Pentacles or something like that. But put that off to the side. That's my centerpiece for the week. Starting Monday, June 30th through July 6th. Happy 4th of July, everybody. What do we have going on? Okay, so temperance, a detoxification, or integration. The energy's been kind of screwy recently. Now, I will say it's calmed down. I mean, last week, and if you recall, I did have some stuff come up last week where Trump was going to get in trouble, and I thought it was like election interference. That'll go back to May, June reading. Well, at least we don't seem to think that we're going into World War III at this point. So there's something there, you know. It just lets you know how far the bar has come down. That this is where we're at. Temperance. Things calming down, things being integrated. Now, this week is the budget bill. We've got backstabbing and disappointment. We've got the Eight of Coins. We've got the Justice card, and we've got the Fool card. And underneath is the Ace of Wands. So things are calming down, things are getting integrated. It's like the plans coming together, as it were. This plan, if there were agreements before, or with the U.S., if there were agreements before, people have been betrayed by those agreements. They've been lied to, but they've been cheated. They've been backstabbed. Huge disappointment with it. Working, money, Justice card, and the Fool. If this was about the government with budgets, I think the House is looking at the Senate and saying, what the hell did you guys do to our big, beautiful bill? We gave it to you. All you had to do was approve it. And then the Senate changes everything. But to me, the betrayal is to the working person. In this new, big, beautiful bill, the working person suffers mightily on it. We also had Supreme Court weighing in on cases, not the least of which is birthright citizenship and district courts being able to cast nationwide injunctions, so on and so forth. And I think by the time we exit the week, we are on a new path. That doesn't mean it's the path we want to be on, but it will be a new path. Is it a wise path or is it a foolish path? That remains to be seen. Okay, so I leave the end cards out because we are going to do a cross, and this card over here is in the middle. It's the Paul Lynde for you Hollywood Squares fans out there. Okay, week 2. We will keep the number 2 and number 4 cards for week 2. So week 2, this would be the 6th of July through the 13th. If I've got my weeks correct, double check my phone just to make sure I do. It's June. Yes, the 6th 6th through the, or the 7th through the 13th. 6th is a Sunday. Okay, 7th through the 13th. What's happening that week in the United States, generally speaking? I think the wealthy people are celebrating. They get what they want. We're back to the taxes here. We have a walking away. Congress, that would be Congress, getting their break. So I think they do get the tax bill passed. Manifestation, we're starting something new. An illusion. Page of Swords. I don't know if I'd say spy in the camp, but let's go with election interference, and we'll go with the budget on this one, because I see this card come up during election interference. But actually, that's more King of Coins. And the Six of Cups. The double card. Oh, God. Okay, so if we're talking budgets, the wealthy people are happy. Congress has managed to pass their budgets, and now they get to go home. They've done their job for dear leader, and now come the unintended consequences of this. And, it's kind of everything will be fine, we're going to be good. But underneath it all is just pure, unadulterated corruption through this. If this was election interference, this would be something to the tune of the oligarchs wanting Trump gone. I'm not vibing with that though right now. This to me is going to be an energy reading on the United States in the first 2 weeks are going to be involved with the budget. Now they want to approve the budget by July 4th, but I think there will be repercussions for it going out beyond that. This could also be just wealth or somebody with wealth. There's a corruption type event here. Maybe the person's on the run and we're just hearing about it through a whistleblower. Somebody that was close to this person. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. This would be like Sean Combs, getting sentenced. Like the young women that testified against him and how he lured them in there. So that second week could be Sean Combs being sentenced if he is convicted. I don't know how far along his trial is, but that could be an example of that. So we're going to keep these two cards as we try and read on what's the underlying theme in the United States here through July, week by week. What's the next week? It's going to be Monday, July 14th through Sunday, July 20th. 14th through the 20th. What's going on in the United States there? I guess I didn't need to do a secret card on that one. Okay. We're going to get the Tower card here as the foundation. Things are crashing down. Sudden endings. Knight of Cups. Somebody we thought was an ally is not. There's that Nine of Coins again. To do with money. King of Cups. Emotional immaturity if it's reversed. The Sun card and the Devil card on the bottom again. Okay, so that corruption that I'm thinking that we're going to see in the week of the 7th through the 13th, I think the reality of it comes crashing down. Those who we thought were friends of ours aren't. They were friends to wealthy people. This could also, to me, the King of Cups, there's corruption underneath here again with all this. But I think the corruption is discovered and it involves the immature male, which I usually associate with Donald Trump. but there's a big crashing down. Now, whether this is an ally or it's like something gets revealed about an immature person with their offer and the money, like almost like if the peace deal in between Israel and Iran comes to light, we find out there's been a bunch of money that was exchanged or something along those lines. It's gonna be crashing down, but there's some corruption here. Again, if it's the budget thing, it's when it finally hits people that they've been lied to. Wealthy people make out like bandits in this thing, and it's kind of like, too bad, so sad. And the truth of that bad budget bill has been revealed. Again, so this is the 30th, the 7th, the 14th. I didn't need to do this card. I guess that will be... we'll take these cards back in. We'll leave the Queen, the Nine of Pentacles out. As well we should. I mean, she's only shown up 3 times so far, or twice so far. That's going to be your foundation. This is about wealthy. The month of July in the United States, it's about people and their wealth. Wealthy people and wealthy people getting wealthier. Trickle-down economics. It's not splash down, not waterfall economics. It's trickle-down. Just remember, it's designed not to flow. Money stays up top. And you get the dregs. Now we go to the 4th week, the 21st through the 27th. Perhaps the United States, 21st through 27th. Queen of Wands, internal motivation, internal actions, decisions being made. There's a fight going on now. Now is the time to fight and put your foot forward. Things that have been held secret are probably about to be revealed. Yeah, definitely are being revealed at this case. And there's disappointment. Underneath it all is the Empress. People need to think about what they're going to do and the actions they're going to take. Then take actions. I think emotions are going to be raw and exposed by the Hermit. People are really upset. So something happens that week of the 21st through the 27th that people aren't being taken care of, whether it's women's rights or family rights or something along those lines. Something is not kosher here, and people are getting out. If there were protests scheduled for this big, beautiful budget bill, those are the days that it's coming out. Sorry, arrange these a little bit here. As the puzzle comes together. Get to watch some very bad shuffling on my part. Some overhand shuffling to get these cards mixed up. All right, the last week of July. We're going to go from the 28th through the first week of August. About the 4th of August or so, right? Yeah. Or the 3rd of August. Last week of July through the 3rd of August. What happens then? These will form the last points of the X. The Chariot. Things are progressing. Something's progressing here. People are unhappy. They don't like the options they're given. There's an absolute betrayal. God, I hope there's election interference here. Offering of somebody stepping up to represent your values. Strength card. With the 8 of Swords underneath. Okay, so in the last week of July, beginning of August, there's this new energy going forward. People are dissatisfied with the status quo, or they're dissatisfied with something. They feel absolutely lied to and betrayed. Somebody comes forward, or they go looking for somebody to be a champion for them, somebody who shows strength, because they're tired of feeling like they've been victimized. So I think in this case, it looks like whatever is happening in the United States, people are fed up at that point, and they're looking for a hero, so to speak. And now we have the rest of the X. I'll shuffle the cards just a little bit, and I'm just going to do an overhand shuffle just to get the underlying energy of... actually, I don't need to do that. Well, yeah, I'll do it anyways. Underlying energy, backroom deals. And then the cross is the Three of Wands. Things happening, waiting for things to arrive, or things are happening overseas. So what do we have going on for the United States in July? What do I see? There's a process that's being integrated. People leaving. This starts making me think of immigration. You know, maybe ICE has run out of money, so immigration is slowing down temporarily until the budget passes, and then ICE can get funding again. The Hermit card exposing. I think this is what that is. This is to me, this is dealing with ICE. ICE and Department of Homeland Security. They've run out of money at this point, and they can't do the actions that they're doing. Plus, there's probably things that are being exposed about what they're doing, and the public is fighting back. It's a temporary thing, because the money's gone dark until the new budget starts, which happens at the end of September, unless money can be pulled in from other departments in order to keep up their agenda. Now, Trump seems to pull the best on immigration, and even that's not well. So I would expect that he will continue to try and find money to do this, because he thinks that's what he needs to do in order to remain popular. What else is happening in the United States? Something is progressing where people are fighting back. They're fighting back against the system. They're fighting back against what the wealthy want. I do think whistleblowers are coming out, and they're exposing things that are going on in the back rooms here in the United States. But in the end of the day, money in immigrants, I do think that immigration policy continues, but people are fighting back against it. We'll probably find more whistleblowers coming out. As far as like the budgets go, budget gets passed, wealthy people benefit, and now we have to sort of hold on and wait to see what happens here. The budget moves forward. People are fighting against it. Again, I think we're going to get some whistleblowers, and we're going to find out, or that people who wrote this don't know what the hell they're doing, and there's going to be lots of unintended consequences with it. Complicated. But it's the Three of Coins should be a good card, but I just think there's a lot of stuff going on in the back rooms of in the halls of the government that we don't know anything about, and that's where the real decisions are being made. You know, it's funny, you hear the Republicans, or MAGA especially, the QAnon folks, talk about, quote-unquote, the deep state. The deep state is likely nothing more than political action committees and extremely wealthy people. People with money and influence are taking members of the government under their wing and financing them for favors, which I'm sure has been going on for centuries in this country. But it's brazen. The brazenness of it now is over the top. For Carter, just spiritual meaning for the month of July in the United States. What do we got? The Moon card. It's things are going to seem crazy. We're not going to understand what July has in store for us. It's kind of what you get, though. We're getting no more than what we deserve. I don't know if that's reassuring or not. We can look at things with a new perspective. Some people might get thrown under the bus. King of Swords. Not only is internally this is what we get or what we deserve, but externally we're going to live it. And we're going to find out. It's a mystery now, but we will find out. And we will see things in an all new light in this month. We're going to see things that we hadn't seen before. And I look at these cards and I just think, given the Republicans' predilections, the way they've been behaving themselves, well, what do you expect when Trump and a bunch of money-grubbing Republicans get their hands on this system? Of course they want to benefit wealthy people. Of course they're going to screw over poor people. This is what you get. But also, for MAGA, this is what you get. They're going to throw you under the bus. They don't need your votes anymore. Well, Trump doesn't anyways. And you voted for this, and now you're going to get it. Literally, that's kind of the underlying energy there with the King and Queen of Swords. You voted for this. You're going to get it. Enjoy. Bon appetit. The problem is, there are a bunch of people who didn't vote for this and are going to get it too. And I hope that they can find the resources that they need to get through these times, because I think times are going to be a little bit rough. But we'll see what happens. Thank you anyways. Thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purpose only, but I hope you found it insightful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.